Alright, this is Novem here. I've been thinking. I'm just gonna go on a complete rant, okay? The quantum point isn't a toy. I understand that the quantum point isn't some kind of super dangerous toy that you can just fix whenever you want. I've recently been learning that the quantum point is slowly changing reality into what it sees as perfect. Even myself, actually. The government the government that I live with has been slowly wiping people's memories. I shouldn't be saying this, but I'm tired of holding back. The government that I work for wipes people's memories who know too much about the quantum point. And if people know too much, they immediately rebel against the people in control. And in the end, the people would then have their memory wiped, be called crazy, and be told that they were just tested or something. Unlike most, I don't think the government realized that quantum bloom would affect reality as well. And to examine both the quantum bloom and quantum point, they seem to be polar opposites. Well, the quantum bloom is made up to be chaotic and random and, a mess. The quantum point seems to be the opposite. Perfect. Something about picking a perfect world or something. I noticed this when the quantum point was created. Quantum tower was developed. An almost perfect tower, perfectly sized, shaped, and detailed, even going over the tree line. It even seems that this quantum point, or it is a quantum point I'm talking about, is linking to the areas that don't seem to physically relate to the exact location of their origins. The obsidian castle, the cake shop, the pile of rubble, the ultra beacon that I constructed, even the Slippy Burger, they all seem to be different, or they all seem to be something that the quantum point is trying to remove, but at the same time is draining energy from them but not destroying them. I started constructing bunkers around the entire locations. Each location has a bunker deep underground, sometimes a glass box underwater to prevent explosions and time anomalies, while the second one is... it's more of a transference, where things can be switched. By this point, I've created 3 bunkers. The glass ship, which is an old pirate ship that seems to be immune to the quantum point's abilities. My thought is if I can somehow use that glass form to prepare a safety bunker, it could probably save everyone. As well as 2 more were constructed. One being the abandoned building that we condemned back in 1999, and the second one being a map shop or some kind of map location that I built a bunker below with enough material to last a few years. The whole point is that the quantum point isn't fully stabilized. It's weird to say that because over the years we stabilized it, or we think we stabilized it, but we've just been provoking it. It also seems to be developing some kind of bubble around it. It's not seen yet, but it seems to be developing some kind of energy pulse. Every time we load something in or undo something, it makes an immense pulse that seems to affect locations. Mainly locations like the backwards and the pipes around the map. I'm starting to think that the quantum point is starting to corrupt whatever it can't fix. And if it can't fix anything, maybe there's a way I can control that energy. You know? just me talking out my ass and being the dumbass I am, but I have the idea. I had an idea many years ago that I never went across of. I never thought I'd ever think of this. What if I was able to turn the quantum point's energy and put it into the quantum bloom? Now, that sounds crazy, because the quantum bloom, as we all know, is a mad destructive energy source that would destroy everything in its path. But it's the only chance we have against the governing force, and a underground gigantic bunker is being constructed at the moment. I shouldn't say much because I don't want them being on my tail or anything, but this underground bigger bunker, this ginormous one that I'm explaining, is kind of a repurposement of an old location. It's created by the residents of the old mining faction, actually. Sorry about that. The mining faction realized that a couple of the old mine shafts deep underground... Oh, my chest is killing me. They seem to be immune to the quantum point energy. Almost kind of like if the energy itself was not dangerous to that area. So, in return, one of the many things that were added were these underground areas, mainly places for people to hang out in. A few of the smaller ones have been constructed, though a few bigger ones have been rebuilt, and not many of them have been fully operational yet due to the fact that we're still collecting materials like money, gold, iron, I think even netherite scrap, and the whole problem with that is that we are a bit nervous on collecting netherite scrap, to be fully honest. Though the good thing is that we have a good amount of concept of what we want to make this bunker. We're going to use it to hold riches, gold, materials. Usually, since I'm a higher up, I don't have to worry about finding out information. Though the problem is that the government themselves don't get authorization, since I simply understand situational use. They don't get the repurposement of my audio log, so it's a perfectly clear motive. The whole point in this scenario is I'm thinking of doing something very dangerous. And I don't know how far it's going to go. I've asked the pirate faction to recover some quantum crystals, actually. A few of them are being used to power up some of their devices, while others are being used as an energy sponge. Though we aren't sure what we're going to do with them yet, my idea is I want to try and create a location, some kind of powerhouse, like a battery. Then, when we are done with the quantum point and the situation, we can recover the quantum point. I guess keep it floating and stable energy source without the government fully abusing its energy like a child in a candy store. I better get going. I have another meeting to go to, but I thought this would be important to talk about due to the fact that there is a lot of things that I've been dealing with, and one of those stressful situations is this whole safety situation. I have been able to sleep lately. Before anyone can ask, I have been able to sleep well. Mainly, I have been lacking in having problems with insomnia. Mainly, this insomnia is causing me a lot of discomfort. And I'm thinking maybe I should just go to bed. I'm gonna end this vlog here, and hopefully I can come back tomorrow. If I don't come back, I don't know. Hopefully there's a solution that can come out from that.